What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be working on this car. It's one of the cars I just got here. So it's making a crazy transmission noise when I'm off the slave cylinder. Usually it's either pilot bearing or throttle bearing, but I think this transmission is messed up because even in idle it's doing a crazy racket. So I'm going to drain the oil, which I think the transmission itself is messed up. But let me see real quick if I can turn it on so you guys can hear what I mean. He said the battery's not the best, so we'll see if it wants to start up. So as you can see, that's crazy. I don't know how you would drive the car around like that, but he drove it like that to my house, which is crazy. He really had to have some balls to drive that car like that, because I personally wouldn't have driven the car like that. I would tow the shit out of this. The car seems like it had like a type of respray. So, clearly you can see it there. So, he likes the car, so let's see what we can do for him. Alright, so, quick thing. Always use a good condition, well, not a good condition, well, good condition and a clean place to put the oil so you can go digging around, see what you can find. But I already found a problem with this thing. Watch. So I'm here putting my 24 on, but I don't need it. Look at that. By hand. I highly doubt anything's gonna come out. If something does come out, I'm pretty sure it'll be minimal. There you go. That's crazy. And a chunk of something just fell off. Look at that. It looks like a tooth to me from something. Probably a synchro or something. But there you have it. That's really sad. The first time I see this problem. But you know, I'm gonna try and put some oil in there, see if it even does anything. But for sure, we got an issue here. So I have some leftover oil and easy to pour bags from Valvoline. So we're gonna see if adding some of this oil will help the noise down, because he also has an overheating issue, and I'm not gonna let the car warm up with that racket here. I'd rather just replace whatever needs replacing, and then we can diagnose the engine, because that sound is ridiculous. So, you know, I can just hold the pedal in for a while, but I really don't want to do that because it's gonna take a long time and a lot out of me. So, trying to add this, maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't, but it doesn't hurt trying. Quick tip is that never take out your drain plug without taking this out first, which is what I'm assuming happened in this case. They couldn't literally put it back, take it out, and they left it out. I literally had to use my wits about me, because this was one of the hardest ones to take out ever. I literally hammered it and put a vise on it, and I put some leverage on it. That's how I was able to take this off, but it was extremely hard to take off. I poured just about a quart in there. We'll see if it made any difference or whatsoever. So as you can see, the car's running with literally just about less than a quart of oil. And it doesn't make the sound no more. But you can still hear the rattling in the transmission. It's pretty bad. So now we can test the overheating issue. But I'm gonna call Gio, see if he can bring 1 quart of transmission oil, gear oil, to kind of like quiet it down really good. Alright guys, so after driving the car for like the past 30 minutes, you can kind of hear the transmission doesn't make any more sounds, but it does whine. It does whine a little bit in a few gears, and it goes away, but we can notice that the 5th gear grinds every time. That might be that it might be missing a tooth or so. Maybe, just maybe. The car goes to the middle, slightly over, and then back down. So that's a good thing. The car's not overheating anymore, but it's lacking efficiency. So what I might do, I might hotwire the 2 fans so they can work all the same all the time. I'm gonna flush the system and put actual coolant, because water boils sooner than coolant. Coolant really doesn't boil, and it is more consistent, and is what the car is made to have anyway. This is a 175,000 mile car, and look at that. I've got to check if the engine is original or not, but the car feels great. It does need a little timing adjustment, nothing crazy, but the car feels great. The only thing is the whining and the 5th gear, but the 5th gear works. Every single gear works. The AC works. Everything works in the car, including the pop-ups, which I love. So that's great. The owner did order a stage 2 clutch and we're gonna grab him a 5-speed. Because he wants to end up turboing the car. I will compression test the engine and maybe do a leak down test to see what conditions it's in. But I mean, I've turboed 1.6s before, and it's not that big of a deal when they're stock. It's just you gotta keep it you gotta be nice to it. But everything's good. Everything feels good. You know, later on some coolant upgrades might be good things for this car, like a bigger radiator and stuff, and better fans. Definitely would love to do that to this car and get it in a nicer way. Get it running really nice before putting the turbo on, so we know it lasts. So yes, that's it.